A look at the nation's property market for the week ending Saturday, the 27th of August. Local retirees paid $1.33 million for the stunning 3,572 square m waterside retreat at 78 Golding Grove through Carl Snowpeck from Ray White Coast Edge. Multiple offers came flooding in for the palatial 5-bedroom home following extensive print and online marketing across Sydney and the Central Coast. As a great example of the power of print advertising, the buyers stumbled across the property while out to dinner after seeing it featured on the front page of the Express Advocate real estate liftout. The master-built home sold 2 weeks before auction following inspections from 31 groups. Retirees make it snap. Local empty nesters swooped in with an offer the morning a terrible acreage was set to go under the hammer. The retired couple downsizing a waterfront in Lake Menmora snapped up 170 Hastings Road for $1.265 million. Selling agent Cameron Clayton, of Rain and Horn Terrigal of Oka Beach, said the unique coastal acreage enticed about 32 group inspections before selling prior to auction. Quick off the mark. 2 properties due to go to auction tomorrow were snapped up by Sydney siders looking for a sea change. After recently featuring on the front page of the Express Advocate real estate liftout, 71 Callaroo Road, Bensville, was bought by a young Sydney family for $925. The city buyers were up against stiff competition following interest from more than 30 groups. This is a great result for the suburb, selling agent Andrew Thompson, of LJ Hooker Copacabana, said. The price equated to a 36% rise in value since the owners bought the property from the original builder 2.5 years ago. According to CoreLogic RP data figures, the impressive home fetched one of the highest sale prices for a residential property in Bensville. Mr. Thompson also found a buyer for 141 Copacabana Drive, Copacabana, prior to auction. It took just 2 weeks to sell the beachside home to Sydney holiday home buyers for $1.05 million. Lengthy hunt leads to acre. A young couple had been on the hunt for the perfect property for months before coming across an acreage in Kincumber. No. 5/4 Parkers Road didn't officially make it to market before getting snapped up for a street record price of $1.23 million. Selling agent Tom O'Gorman, of George Brand Kincumber, said the database buyers were enticed by the privacy, charm and character of the acreage. Big potential in Aurumba. The site of the iconic Big Flower Nursery in Aurumba has hit the market with McGrath Terrigal expressions of interest for the massive 4.1-hectare property close on September 23, which represents a rare commercial real estate opportunity on the Central Coast. The Burns Road site is currently occupied by the Big Flower Nursery as well as Mitre 10 and residential tenants. Advertising states the landmark property has a potential gross income of $330 per year and is set in a convenient position right by the M1 for easy access to Sydney and Newcastle. Mark Davies is the listing agent behind the sale. Heath Road heads to auction. The 5,764 square m site currently operating as Hardy's Bay Club is up for sale. No. 14 Heath Road, Hardy's Bay, is set to go to auction on September 30 through Cushman & Wakefield agents Rob Parrott and David Lyons. The unique Booty Peninsula property is set adjacent to the waterfront reserve and boasts a lovely bush and creekside setting, large verandas and outdoor dining areas. Mr. Parrott said there were plenty of development opportunities available to buyers, subject to council approval. Golden Business Park SPAC, a prime commercial site in the Tuggerah Business Park, has just hit the market with LJ Hooker Commercial. the Pioneer Avenue property formerly occupied by Ausgrid is for sale via expressions of interest. Closing November 10th. The huge 12,090 square m property sits in a high-exposure position and features high-quality office space over 2 levels with an impressive foyer. Servo site pumps up big intra. Burgess Rawson are taking 2 Central Coast commercial properties to auction this month. The Wyoming service station is expected to attract strong interest and comes with a long-term lease to Woolworths Limited and an estimated net rent of over $525 per year. The Arabian Lounge at the entrance is also up for sale and offers a waterfront location and secure 5-year lease with options to extend to 2030. We have found investors flock to the Central Coast region due to its close proximity to Sydney and they consider it the northernmost fringe of the metropolitan area. Listing agent Reese Parker said. Originally published as Record for Riverside Retreat.